Hello traders, hope you are all doing great and I really hope you had a nice and good weekend, right? So I don't have to talk about the markets. Markets were super volatile. Bank Nifty and Nifty was super volatile, but this is line with our expectation. We have been expecting that, and there is a big event coming up, which is the US Federal Reserve. We'll talk about that in detail in few minutes. Before that, we will see the Nifty and Bank Nifty chart. Bank Nifty 40,000. 500. I think 40,500 is acting as a good support. Yesterday's low was also 40,500 and high was around 41,152, around 600 point swing. And in fact, then it went all the way from 51,150. It came all the way to 40,800. And when it comes to Nifty was super strong due to because of Nifty IT, I think, right? So we saw Nifty 17,400 acting as a support, and it tried to sustain yesterday's or today's low, I think, right? So that is the thing which is happening when it comes to our market. And one more weird thing about our market is, in spite of US markets being US futures in the red and Europe in the red, actually US market is closed today, and Europe, London Stock Exchange is closed today. That is because today is Queen's funeral, right? So there is a government holiday today in London, in UK. Apart from that, if you see, Asia Pacific is also in the red, China is in the red, Hong Kong is in the red, Japan is in the red, Korea is in the red, and even Europe, parts of Europe, France is down by more than 1.5%, Germany is down by more than 1%. US future is also down. If you see this US futures, yeah, this is not US future. This is the this thing. What is that? Sensible. If you see the US futures, Dow Jones is already down by almost 1%. S&P 500 is down by almost 1%. Nasdaq is also down by 1%. I'm talking about the futures. So everything is in the red. Only thing which is in the green is S&P 500 VIX, which is in the green, which has gone up to around 27 or 28. Now, you know, not only in US, even in India VIX shot up today drastically. It was up to, I think, more than 20, 19.95 to be precise. It's marginally high by 0.61%. Okay. Now, what is going to happen going forward? That is the main question here. Now, you know that US Federal Reserve is going to come out with interest rate hike, and many people are confused when is the US Federal Reserve going to come out. It is on 21st of September 2022. Time is 11:30 p.m. See, our market is closing at 3:30 p.m. after which we will have to wait till 11:30 midnight. 11:30 they will talk how much is the basis point. After that basis point, after the increase, or maybe it is 50 basis points or 75 basis point, we don't know. After they tell the interest rate hike, this Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell will come and give a press conference. That is a very important thing. Whether he is talking dovish or whether he is hawkish, that is a very important event. So it will take around 12 to 12:30. So market Wednesday, you will have to follow the Indian market, after which you will have to follow the SGX Nifty, after which you will have to follow the US market. So Wednesday our sleep is gone. This is the reality of traders in India. We'll have to see, and we will have to monitor many markets and many things in India. Good that is we are following only the US market. Let us assume if we are following Canada, then Japan, then China, if we start to react for all this interest rate hike of each and every country, then it will be very hard to trade in this market, right? Indian market I am specifically talking about. And I can tell you, Indian market is one of the most hardest market when it comes to volatility, moving up and down there and here. It is very, very hard for retailers to make money, right? Anyway, this is the general perception I am saying. I am not saying it is hard for everyone. Of course, you will have to put lots of effort, then you can make 40,000 to 1.5 crores. Not even 1.5 crores, you can make 15 crores also, right? So that is how the markets are. There is nothing wrong in that, right? Now, when it comes to this thing, interest rate hike, there is a wide this thing. There are lots of conspiracy, or many people talk many things about this interest rate hike. Now, if you see that there is I read it in Business Insider that almost 75% of the market participant or market analyst estimate or predict that Federal Reserve will increase the interest rate by 75 basis point, between 50 basis point to 75 basis point. Only 25% of the people believe that Federal Reserve will maybe increase the interest rate to 100 basis point or full 1%, right? Now, if you see that, see this one, last June, July also, Federal Reserve has increased the interest rate to 75 basis point. August also, probably they are going to increase the interest rate by 75 basis point. Now, if they increase it by 50 basis point or 75 basis point, these things are factored into the market. Market may not fall, but it is likely to consolidate with a negative bias. What happens if Federal Reserve is going to increase the interest rate by 100 basis point or full 1%? That is going to be a disaster, and market may likely come down. This is what I have understood, or this is what is my understanding, right? So anyway, markets are really world over, markets are all in the red. Only Indian market is red. In fact, this is the crazy. That's why I'm saying it is very crazy to trade in the Indian market. This is the SGX Nifty. SGX Nifty is up by around 40 points or 0.23%. And if you see other markets, if you see Europe, that's what I told. US is closed today. Europe is down. For Asia Pacific is down. US futures are trading in the red. So everything is in the red, but our futures, SGX Nifty, is trading in the green, right? This is one of the kind of weird market I have seen. That's why I've been telling it is very hard to trade in the market, right? And if you see the open interest wise also, no much big call writing happening in today. There was no call writing. In fact, there was put writing happening all the way from 17,000 to 17,500 levels. And when it comes to Bank Nifty, people are writing so many call option. Nifty, they are writing put option. Bank Nifty, they are writing so many call option. In fact, 41,000 aggressive calls have been returned in Bank Nifty. So both Nifty and Bank Nifty is in opposite direction. We really don't know who is going to win, or we'll have to wait and see. Probably what I think is that this Federal Reserve, they are not going to give a very harsh statement. And people talk about, what is that? Fear of recession. If the Federal Reserve keeps on increasing the interest rate aggressively, we might, US economy or world's biggest economy will end up in recession. So he is going to be a little polite, and he is not going to make trouble to the market, US market. And of course, as we follow US market, hopefully we'll also not see any major big moves or big gap ups or gap downs happening. Of course, there is a 20% chance that if at all for one or other reason Federal Reserve increases the interest rate by 100 basis point or full 1%, then we might see some knee-jerk reaction. But whatsoever bad news, our market is very resilient. It is not ready to give up. And let us see how things pan out. And when it comes to FII data, our friends FIIs have bought for around 312 crores and DIs have sold for around 94 crores, right? This is the summary of the market. And one more thing I want to talk about the US Federal Reserve is that if they increase the interest rate by 0.75 basis point, that will come to 3.25%, right? So that is the highest after COVID. Pre-COVID, this is almost pre-COVID levels. We have seen this level around 2018. So again, after 2018, after 4 years, we are seeing interest rate at 3.25. All the loans, not only in US, I have a home loan which is getting expensive, bike loans, car loans, whatever loan you have taken, it is going to be very expensive, right? So let us see how things pan out. I think for now Bank Nifty will hold around which level? Sorry, let me go to Bank Nifty first. Yeah, let me go to Bank Nifty first. I hope this Bank Nifty is holding this 40,500 levels, and Nifty is holding 17,500 levels, right? So all the best, take care. In case you want to carry some positions also, be careful, square off, don't take any position home. So that's the thing I want to tell you. I hope I have summarized everything. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.